Greetings, everyone, and welcome to IPR's Artist Spotlight. This is Sue Balischek coming at you from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm sitting at the round table, and I have some really exciting interviews coming up. This month, I have a duo. I have a duo from British Columbia, Canada, the West Side. I learned a little bit about West Side Canada. Yeah. Let's welcome Hecate's Torch. Woo!
Yay! Hey!
Hey! Hi, Sue.
Hey,
Hi,
thanks.
IPR community. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you guys watching us.
Yeah. Thanks for being on here. This is my second show, and so I'm still a little green to the video stuff. And as mentioned before, I hit the record button. Ginger Ackley's here. She's helping me out a little bit, and she's we work together on a lot of projects and stuff. And so I have to definitely give her the kudos, and she'll be doing some editing stuff like that on it. And so thanks for being here. So I asked you, so Robert and Femmy, right?
Yes. Nice to meet you, Sue and Ginger. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Right on. Yeah, she's sitting here. Yeah. She's waving. Hey. I did my homework a little bit. You guys are a married couple, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Robert, I read that you are originally from West Germany. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how did you end up being a Canadian? Do you consider yourself a Canadian now? And how did that happen?
Well, my father was in the Canadian Armed Forces and was stationed in West Germany for 4 years. And my mother went with him. Like my older brother was born in Canada, and then they moved to Germany for 4 years, and I was born there. So I was born a Canadian, because when his tour was done in Germany, he came back to Canada. So
okay. So you do consider yourself a Canadian, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And Femmy, you were born in British Columbia, or?
I was born in the Amazon in Brazil.
Way cool. So tell us
I'm
about
a jungle girl.
that. Is awesome. That is awesome. How long did you stay?
You mean here in Canada?
No. In Brazil. How long were you? You were born in Brazil. How long were you there?
Born in Brazil when I moved to Canada about 7.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been living there my whole life. I was living there my whole life until I moved to Canada. Yeah.
Okay, so why Canada? Did you choose, or was there a purpose, or I mean, it's like, I want to move to Canada someday.
I decided to come to study first, but at that time, I was already thinking about immigrating to another country, because the situation in Brazil, as you know, it's been for a long time, hasn't been good, ideal, right? So I had already something in mind, but I decided to come to Canada to study first and improve my ESL skills. But Hekate had already told me, I was initiated with Hekate at that time, and she had already told me that I should come here because she had a special mission for me to do here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But because I was still hesitating, I was like, okay, I'm going to study. I don't want to stay because I have my daughters there in Brazil, right? I miss them a lot. So but she told me, no, actually, you have to stay. And I was hesitating, but here I am. Yeah.
So it's all good, right?
All good.
It's all yeah. Well, I'm ready to Canada too. Depending on the next election. I said to William the last time around, I said, hey man, I might be giving you a phone call and saying, set me up on a couch somewhere. But we won't go politics. But
Oh, you have two friends here.
Yeah.
You can count on that too. Yeah.
So, all right. So again, I did my homework a little bit. You are, Femmy, you're the founder of Hecate's Torch. when did you both? Okay, I read it wrong then. Okay, so when did you meet? How did you meet? Let's hear the love story. How did you guys meet? And how did you, is this your first project together? Did you work together on something else prior to this? How did this all happen?
So yeah, this was all an arrangement from the goddess, because we met when I was celebrating the World Goddess Day. It was an event that was started in Brazil and then spread out to the world. And I decided to create this event here in Victoria.
Okay.
And I advertised on Facebook and invited people to show up, and let's celebrate the World Goddess Day. And he showed up. It was when we met.
Okay.
And yeah, and then we started this small group to celebrate the Sabbaths together. And I invited him to join me and start this community, right?
Cool.
This pagan community, Hekate community. So we started as, how can I say, friends with this spiritual common objective, right? And then after 1 year that we had already established our coven, we had already our community established, and then on Hecate's night, actually, in 2016, we decided to go to the beach to watch a meteor shower, and there he kissed me.
Nice. I was gonna say, okay, so 2016. So
yeah.
So you guys, because I did see you consider your band anniversary date October 2017.
Exactly. So first we started the coven, the community, and after that we were talking about we should work with art, because he's a musician and he knew I'm a singer. I was already a singer in Brazil, and then we just I don't remember whose idea was it, but we started talking about starting a band,
because she shared some of the music she had done with me in Brazil when she was living in Brazil.
Right.
I said, well, I have some music gear and I had some experience doing recording, and so with some other friends of ours in the coven, we thought we'd do some covers or try some music. And then it just kind of progressed to, because I was feeling like, really, I really just want to do original stuff and have it be more like witchy, do the sort of esoteric style music. And it just kind of progressed from there.
Cool. Yeah, I noticed that we have a post about Zeppelin and stuff. So you're into some heavier rock. When you do covers, or you still do covers? Are you doing like hard rock / metal?
We don't do
much with the covers. Mostly,
okay.
We did one cover at the last show that was Evanescence.
Evanescence.
Yeah.
So usually
sort of more symphonic metal kind of sound.
So when you guys play out, I noticed you play clubs / bars and festivals. Are you still doing the club scene, bar scene?
Not so much, since things have restarted after COVID. We've been looking at it, but we've been trying to get the band, because we have new band members, and so a bit of a time of getting everything so that they all knew how to play all the songs and such.
Sure.
So,
So
we did do one show in the summer in August, and then we ended up going to Brazil for a little while, and now we're looking at working on a new album, and then hopefully in spring, when the festivals start, we can get signed up for some of those. So
cool. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So you're playing. Is that a Gibson sitting behind you?
Yeah, that's my SG.
It's an SG. Yeah, nice. So round rounds or flat rounds? Round rounds. Hey.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So new band members, are you still 5-piece, or what do you want to be a 5-piece, or what are you guys doing with that? What's your lineup right now?
Well, I think we're 6-piece.
Oh wow.
we have a keyboard player who's a really awesome keyboard and synth player. So that's really, really great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would think, Femi, your style is, would you consider it operatic? Because I noticed that it's definitely has a theater feel. And then when I was reading your bio, I'm like, oh, okay, no wonder this is how this all comes into play. Very cool. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. And the keys, a good keyboard player would be awesome. You know, you would really give it that vibe. I'm guessing, maybe I shouldn't assume, but that's what you're going for? Is that theater vibe thing?
Yes. Yes.
We do like to incorporate a bit of theater into the show too. So
Well, yeah, I love
Yeah.
theater because I'm also an actress, right? So like, and I've been doing theater since I was 5 years old. At the same time that I started singing, so but it's come together. So I love to create these scenes on stage and tell stories. I'm also a storyteller, right? I write stuff too. So I always try to incorporate what we are singing and make it visual for people. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Intuitive, and sometimes I have crazy ideas, and letting him in the band says, "Oh, there you go again."
Oh, it's cool. Yeah. That's very cool. I noticed that I watched a couple of your videos too. Very nice videos. Yeah, and you have a lot of effects and creativity in them. So yeah, very nice. Okay, so 6 members in your band. Do you have snow yet? I just have to throw that out there. It popped into my head.
we did have a little bit of snow the other day. It only lasted for a day because we're kind of in the tropics of Canada.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
We're on the sort of southernmost island on the west coast.
Okay.
And so Victoria, just because of the way it is, we don't get much snow.
Okay.
Like
We
here
got
for Canada, we get a couple of days in the winter of a few inches of snow, and
that's
Wait a
about-
minute. Wait a minute. Since I moved to Victoria, we have had more snow.
I think
you know,
she
I'm a
was
snow
casting
witch.
spells. for
I'm a
more
snow witch because living in the Amazon my whole life, I always dreamed of snow, experiencing snow, right? I used to draw. My drawings were mountains with snow and stuff.
Yeah. The reason why that popped into my head is I kind of glanced out the window. We had our first snow today, so
Oh,
Yeah,
lucky
so-
you.
yeah. So we're this is it. No turning back now until March or April.
Well, do you like snow?
No, we just got a dusting, but yeah, you could definitely tell the shift in the air. We have that winter briskness now, and it snowed enough to cover, and I had to clean my car off. So yeah, there's no turning back now. So I just threw that up there, and I was gonna say, when you guys are snowed in, but apparently you don't get snowed in. So it's Sunday afternoon, and if we weren't doing this and you'd be kicking back, what would you guys be doing? Watching TV out in the yard, writing, songwriting? What's an average Sunday afternoon for you then? Tell us.
It depends.
Yeah, depends.
Yeah.
Because usually on Saturdays we would do the music stuff with our band, and so Sunday is kind of relax and catch up on chores. Or we recently moved to a smaller community. We were living downtown, and now we're living out in the woods. So that's been quite
A
entertaining.
cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we met our neighbor, the bear. He seemed to really like our garbage.
Nice. Black
we had-
bear or grizzly
Yeah,
bear?
it's a black bear. It was a black bear.
Right
Yeah.
there.
So we had to build a shed to keep the garbage in now. So that
After she stole our garbage bin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
A
put a
couple
lock.
times.
I put a lock on the garbage bin, and the bear took the whole garbage bin. And
Oh,
ran away
nice.
with it.
Very nice.
So
Gave
that,
the bear, gave the bear something to work on for a while. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. All righty. So what's in your refrigerator? Are you guys carnivores or vegetarians, or what's going on?
I used to be vegetarian, and a long time ago, and then Yeah, now I'm carnivore again, but we don't eat much meat. We try to mix. We have a kind of a Mediterranean diet.
Okay.
We incorporate more grains and more veggies, right? More nuts. Yeah, and yogurt.
Do you garden?
I mean,
Do you garden at all? Do any
A
garden?
little bit, but mostly it's witchy stuff we grow.
Yeah.
You know, like herbs
Like
and
herbs.
such.
Yeah. Do you do your herbs? Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So are you I'm pouring coffee. Are you coffee or tea drinkers?
Coffee, yeah,
Coffee.
Chocolate.
chocolate.
I only have 1 cup of coffee per day. I don't have more than that because I have a sensitive stomach. But yeah, I don't drink much coffee. But tea only if my tummy is not good. I'm not a big tea drinker.
No.
If you want beer, yeah, that would be.
We have the most craft beer places than like anywhere. Like you go to the beer store and there's so many choices of
Oh yeah,
beer you can pick. It's a little overwhelming some days. It's like, which one?
yeah. And the wine here is also amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
What are you thinking for the future? Do you have some new originals in the works that you're going to be working on over the winter, or your new album in sight, or what you're planning on that?
Yeah, we've already got a few new songs that we tried when we did our last show. We were seeing how they went over. So we want to get back into the studio and record those new songs. And I'm thinking that, yeah, if we get, back on the creative bandwagon, we can get enough for another album. So
Cool. Very cool.
The plan is to release another album, new songs this coming year,
yeah, in 2023.
and have at least one more video done.
Yeah. So you have like at least 5 videos that I saw on your website.
It's so much fun. We love doing videos.
Yeah, it's been entertaining because like it would be like me videoing her singing, and then she would video me playing guitar, and then we get the tripod out and we play together.
Yeah. But this time it's going to be with the band. So yeah, I'm kind of imagining it would be even more fun having the entire band together, right?
Oh yeah. So that was going to be my question. You guys do your own videoing and your own editing and everything. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. And I saw I wrote it down. Dance with Me, was it? Is that one? Is that the one? Or When I'm With You? Which one is On the Rocks with the Water? Where's that at? That was cool.
That's Dance With Me.
Yeah. Is that close to you, your area?
Yeah, it's close to you before we moved to this place. Yeah, but it's close to this place here. It's closed, right? It's not like open to the public.
Dance with Me, yeah, that was that was near Souk here. Actually, it was.
But it was a place that is not open to the public, so we had kind of break in and to do the videos, and then the police showed up
till the fence was open, because there was an opening in the fence, and there was a bunch of kids there drinking and partying, and we were like, oh great.
And then the police showed up.
And the police showed up and kicked us all out.
Because the idea was to shoot the entire video there, but then the police just
kicked us all out.
Yeah.
We had so we just had some scenes at that location, but there was some like great graffiti, like some of the
really.
graffiti art there was just amazing. And I guess it was supposed to be built as a hotel. And it was right by that waterfall and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just a gorgeous location. I guess the guy ran out of money. And it just ended up being abandoned. They had some of the foundation made and some of the walls and stuff. And then I think this was back in the 80s. So it's been like abandoned for quite some time.
Oh, wow.
And they fenced it off I guess because the kids were all in there graffitiing it up. And I guess they still like to go there and party because it's hard to get in there.
Smoking and drinking.
Right. Yeah. Sounds like a great place to party.
Well, we just wanted to shoot our video there.
Yeah, we had seen other people post pictures of the place, and we're like, wow, that looks really awesome. We should go there.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it was hard to get in with all our like camera gear and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. It's a great choice. Great choice. What else did I want to ask? Oh yeah, I noticed you only have one kitty, or how many kitties? One kitty. What's kitty's
The
name?
Meowster of the band.
Yeah, Ebony. Yeah.
Meowster Ebony.
I think
Yeah.
she's having a nap.
She's
right
having a
now.
nap. I left a blanket here by my side because she always likes to be with us in the studio. So in case she comes, I would put the blanket here on my lap, and then we would introduce her to you.
Yeah.
But she's having her royal nap now.
Okay. That's all right. Yeah. One kitty's cool. It's like, I don't want to say every witch has a kitty, but a lot of witches like their cats. Oh yeah. I have Linus. He's a crazy boy.
Oh.
I ended up picking up Linus right before I went on tour, and he ended up coming from being dropped off, abandoned, to my house, and for 10 days he was left alone in my house. But it's better than being on the street abandoned. So he started off kind of crazy boy. So, but he's a good boy now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Horse is our familiar, definitely. So she was rescued. She was a feral, and when she was rescued, she was already an adult cat. So it was hard for her to get used to a civilized life, right? Like, yeah, she had never been domesticated, so it was kind of a challenge for us. But she's so sweet, so sweet.
Nice.
And sometimes she behaves like a dog, because she always follows us, and when we arrive, she just goes to the door to greet us, and yeah, she comes to the studio with us, and when we are working. Yeah,
that's awesome. So during the day, do you have day jobs? Are you like majorly independent wealthy, and you can just just kick back and do what you want to do in your cabin, or what do you guys do?
Yeah, well, we'll be manifesting that soon, right? So we're trying to manifest this, as soon as possible, just working for the goddess, working with music. But we still have our day jobs.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So what do you guys do during the day?
I do IT work.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
And I work for the government here.
Oh wow. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Witches in the government, I'll tell you. I know them all.
Yes.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. What else do I want to ask? Talk to me. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to share with me? What do you want to share with everybody out there that I haven't asked?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps that we've been lazy after our trip to Brazil, right? Because it was a trip after 4 years without seeing my daughters.
Oh yeah.
It was a fantastic trip for 1 week. It was a 2-week trip. The first week was great. The second week we got sick, like terribly sick, with a nasty gastrointestinal infection that it lasted many days until after we arrived back in Canada. And so it was hard. And that kind of made us, because we had plans to, okay, let's go back to Canada and immediately start working on new songs. But it was hard because we had to recover, and then we were feeling a little bit lazy. So I'm sorry. I say sorry to our fans and people waiting for us to do more gigs and stuff like that, right? Because it's been a bit lazy. But now after this interview with you, we feel more motivated.
That's cool. So did COVID really, I didn't want to bring COVID up, but did COVID, how did that affect you? Did it really like
Oh yeah,
affected
a lot.
big bum? Did you have to cancel a lot of gigs, or did you continue to have rehearsal with your bandmates, or what happened with that?
Well, at that time, we had just signed on with a record label.
Oh, wow.
And had all these gigs lined up, and then COVID happened. And so all the gigs got canceled, and then the record label decided to shut the doors.
Wow.
And then our drummer, she was here from Japan learning English. And then when COVID hit, she was like, I'm going back to Japan.
Well, she waited for a few months, right? Because her plan was to go to university, so she would stay here for a few years.
Yeah.
But after COVID, and then she couldn't get a job, so she had to go back to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And so that changed our plans completely.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And that must have been like heartbreaking and like, wow, we got to start all over. Or did you get a new drummer now now that we're coming out of COVID? I guess we're coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
I think this is our fourth drummer.
Our fourth drummer. The fourth drummer.
It was starting to feel like we were in Spinal Tap. Like we would get a drummer and learn a bunch of the songs, and then they would quit. And then we get another drummer, and it was kind of the same thing. But the new drummer we have now seems very solid and very, committed to the group. So we're like, yay.
Okay, very cool. So did you find this new drummer through the university? Because I hear you bringing up the university a lot. What university is this that you refer to? You've been talking.
There's the University of Victoria here in
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Mexican student at the university.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a really good arts program then? Yeah, for somebody to come from Japan to go to that university must be a pretty good arts program then. Yeah, very cool.
It's also the nice weather we have here where we don't have much winter. So that's a big attraction to a lot of people to come here. But you don't freeze, right?
Right. Well, I will keep that in mind depending on the election. I'm going to say, hey, William, I found somewhere else I'm going to bunk up, thanks.
Yeah.
Right. So what else do I want to ask? Tell us about, what else do I want to ask? Okay. Tell us where we can get your CDs. Are you on CD Baby or through Bandcamp or?
We are on Bandcamp, and we have our own website where you can order the CD as well. So
all your swag. Yeah.
All the buy our T-shirts and mugs and.
Nice mug.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, so we'll scroll that. We'll scroll that on the bottom. Anything else you want to share?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're just going to start working again in the studio for the next while and do some more recording. As I said, we tried out some new songs. One of them we're really excited about releasing is called Kick of the Broom.
Cool.
So, we might pre-release that as a single, I think, maybe in the new year, if I can get everyone to do their part in the studio. But we performed it really well, and everyone was and the audience was really excited at that song because it's a really good sort of dance song.
Dance and funny, right?
Yeah.
And it talks about witches.
So you guys co-write together, or and when? Okay, so let me just, Femmy, when you have a song downloading in your brain, does it just come out of nowhere, or do you say, okay, I'm going to sit and write a song? Because I know that it happens differently for different people. Some people say, I'm going to write a song, and they'll create their space and sage themselves and do their candles or go out into their place where they, the muses speak. Or sometimes other people, it just pops and, oh, I got to find a paper and pencil. So how does that work for you?
Both. It
Both?
happened to me a lot. Yeah, before moving to Canada, it was like that. I would just wake up in the middle of the night to listening to an entire song, melody and lyrics coming together, and I had to record so many times. My previous stuff was like that, but I can also many times someone just would give me a theme. Oh, please write something about this theme, and then I would set everything and get the right atmosphere to create that. So nowadays, with this next album, we are kind of thinking about a theme too. We would like this next one to have more mythology on Hekate. We'll be probably focusing more on the mythological aspect, right? And
Cool.
yeah.
So when you're getting these downloads, do you work your melody out with a guitar, or I see the keyboard behind you? Do you play the piano, or do you hum it into your phone to save it, and then Robert ends up finding it on the guitar? How do you guys work together? How do you collaborate together?
A bit of both. We've tried the piano a bit, but it's not our first instrument of choice. It's mostly guitar,
Okay.
just to get the melody going, right? So, and like
Find
for
the
me,
chords.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And for me, it's I always find my best songs, they come to me like in like a flash out of nowhere, and then it's like you write, and then it's like awesome. And other times I'll sit down and I'll try and write a song, and it's like, yeah,
It's not working. It's
it
not.
doesn't work quite the same. Like, but if I get like that just inspiration, and it just like comes out all at once, is my best work, I think.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
through that. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. Has there been a song that you think is like your best song, the song that I don't think we can make a better song than this? Do you have a favorite?
I have two favorites, but I always, because I'm perfectionist, I always expect the songs to be better and better, right? But my favorites so far are Hecate's Torch, which is our first song, because that was like so much inspiration. It was like downloading the song. And the last one, The Queen of Witches. So
I
they
saw
both
that.
talk about Hecate. Yeah, those are my favorites.
Yeah.
They are complex, they are intense, they are deep, and yeah, I really like it. Those are my favorites.
Cool. Robert, what you got in agreement, or you have something else?
I think, yeah, I agree that those two songs are really awesome. For me, my favorites are probably Chains and The Queen of Witches. Yeah.
And why is that? Because of just the whole of it, or is there any one song that you really enjoy your guitar work in more than others, or excuse me?
Yeah, those two are probably my favorites. As far as playing, and then the intensity of the vocals in it, right? So
Very cool. Awesome.
So I like Chains too.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I haven't heard yet. Excuse me.
Oh, we don't have a video for it. That was on our list of things to do this year, but didn't because so much time spent with the band. We didn't get a chance to record Chains as a video, but that's still on our to-do list. So yeah.
Cool. Is there any place, is there any festival in your sights that you'd like to get to? Or are you comfortable with your festivals that you go to now, and or is there something like, oh, I really want to do this, or I would really love to go there? Is there anything in your sights that you'd like to do?
We were looking at doing Fern Fest and the Pagan Pride event that we have on the island here. There's a couple of places, like because we're on an island, there's places over in Vancouver and in the interior that have summer festivals that we'd like to see if we could get out to those. I haven't actually attended them, but I've had friends who've gone and they said, you should totally go, dude.
Cool. So this island, how long does it take you to get from, the island, off the island somewhere else? Is it how long, is it
Oh, it's
paddle in a boat, or, I mean, are we gotta
no, we have a
get on a cruise line, or what?
ferry. There's a ferry. It takes about an hour and a half
Okay.
to drive onto the ferry. It takes an hour and a half to get the other side in Lower Vancouver, and then you can drive into the.
Or 2 hours and a half to get to Seattle.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
2.5 hours to Seattle. There's another ferry from downtown that goes to Seattle, but the one to Seattle you can't take your car on. Like there's a ferry that goes to Port Angeles that you can take your car, but the ferry to Seattle is just a passenger ferry.
Oh.
The ferry to Vancouver is a car. You can take your car on. So.
Oh, that's odd that you can't take your car.
Well, the ferry is like a catamaran.
Okay.
It goes pretty fast, but it's not really designed to take cars.
Vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they run it as like a day trip. They have one ferry in the morning and then one ferry in the evening. So, if you want to take your car, you take the other ferry and drive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Seattle's a little bit further because you have to go down to where Seattle is, whereas Port Angeles, we could see it from the coast. Like if we go to the beach, you can look across and you can see the lights of Port Angeles from the island. So
that's nice. For your inspiration, are you? I mean, sounds like you live in a beautiful area. Do you go to favorite place in the woods, or you like staying at home? Do you consider yourself homebodies, or?
No, Femmy really likes to go to the beaches.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice ocean beaches as well as lakes that we'll go to. And in the winter, we'll sometimes drive up island to where they have the ski, where you can go skiing.
To see snow.
Yeah. She really likes snow, and it's only a couple-hour drive. And then, look at all the snow.
Well, there is one scene of the Queen of Witches.
Oh, when we were.
It was in Mount Washington.
Mount Washington. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Perhaps they should do part of the next video also in snow.
Yeah,
to go to Mount Washington for my birthday.
Yeah, and the one for Forgotten Shore, we shot part of that in Whistler, which is on the mainland. It's a couple hours north of Vancouver. We have some friends who live there, and we stayed with them for a few days and shot some beautiful locations in Whistler. It's just gorgeous.
Very like to go to beautiful places. Yeah.
Yeah. So, being attracted to water, you have water sign in your charts?
Yeah, a lot.
Well, I would say that spiritually I'm a mermaid, but I have more fire and earth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't have much water, but I believe perhaps in a past life I was a mermaid, or because I'm attracted to water. So in my previous initiation, I was initiated with the goddess of the oceans, Yamaya, when I was 7 years old, because I was born in a pagan family, right?
Nice.
I think this connection with water comes from there, because the Orishas said that I actually belong to water, that I was one of a water spirit.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Do you have green eyes? I can't tell.
Yes.
Right. Cool. Yeah. And Robert. So, what are you, Pisces or what?
No, actually, I'm my sun sign is Virgo, but I've got 3 signs in Cancer.
Okay.
Which is a water sign. So
Right on.
my moon is in Cancer. So
okay.
Yeah, he's more Cancer than Virgo, I'll tell you. Sometimes I wish he was more Virgo, but it's okay. I still love him.
Oh, thank you.
Is your kitty still sleeping?
Oh, here she is. Yeah.
There she is.
Want to say hi to it too?
Hi, beautiful kitty.
Oh, she's waking up.
Okay. Sorry for waking you up.
So I want to thank you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. And I love your music. It's cool stuff.
Oh, thank
And
you.
the videos are great. And listen to you guys on IPR. And thanks for being here. And yeah. So
Thank
yeah,
you, Ginger. Thank you, IPR community. Thank you so much. And all of you watching us. Yay.
okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Be well.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah. Be well. Stay safe and peace.